Need computer training for a group or office? Contact us today to get a free demo of our training at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.
Once you are ready to write a check for the payroll liabilities, you must write a liability check. Don't just write a check to cover payroll liabilities. Unless you use the method shown to create an actual liability check, QuickBooks will not properly adjust the payroll liabilities account. When you write a check or enter a general journal entry against the payroll liabilities account without specifying which liabilities are adjusted, it will take the total amount of the adjustment and disperse it amongst the individual liabilities. This will then cause the balance of each individual liability to be incorrect. And while you can fix it by making liability adjustments to the individual liabilities, it's tedious to fix and best avoided. When you subscribe to one of the QuickBooks payroll tax services, you set up scheduled liability payments as part of the payroll setup process. You can view this information within the Payroll Center in QuickBooks. To pay your scheduled payroll liabilities, select Employees from the menu bar, roll down to Payroll Taxes and Liabilities, and then choose the Pay Scheduled Liabilities command. You can then check the Scheduled Payments to Make from the listing shown in the Pay Scheduled Liabilities section of the Employee Center Payroll Center window. You can then click the View/Pay button to open the Liability Check window, where you can review the liability check or checks to be created. You can then click the Save and Close button to finish and save the checks for printing. Now, if needed, you can select Employees from the menu bar, roll down to Payroll Taxes and Liabilities, and then choose the Create Custom Liability Payments command to create a custom liability payment for your payroll liabilities. In the window that appears, you select the date range of the liabilities to pay. Then click the OK button to view the Pay Liabilities window. In the Pay Liabilities window, you place a check mark next to the individual payroll liabilities that you want to pay with the custom liability payment. Now, if you want to create checks for printing, ensure that the To Be Printed checkbox is selected in the upper left corner of this window. Now next, make sure that the option button for Review Liability Check to enter expenses/penalties is selected, and then click the Create button to create the liability checks. Note that this type of check has a special tab at the bottom that indicates exactly which liabilities are being paid with that check. Now, if you have additional penalties to add, you can do that on the Expenses tab. If you do make modifications to the check, save and close the check when finished to save the changes that you have made.
Like what you see? Get a free demo of our training for groups of 5 or more at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.